Hey there, creepy critters, and welcome to a special movie review thing. We're talking about The Crap 2. Right?
It's
That's
actually
what it's called, The Crap 2.
No, it's The Craft Legacy, but
yes.
I could see why you would say that.
All jokes aside, this was honestly a pretty average movie, but we'll get into it here. The Craft 2 is a somewhat sequel to the first movie. I mean, the sequel-y stuff doesn't come in till later in the film.
Like the last 15 minutes, literally.
Yes, I mean, the sequel part is a bit of a stretch. This movie wasn't that bad.
No.
It had some interesting ideas and things that they were doing that they didn't really do that much with.
In the first one, yeah.
So, I mean, overall, the Craft 2, Craft Legacy, is a very average teenager horror film.
Yeah.
Has some interesting moments, but like I said, it was kind of confusing in parts. Like,
it was
the whole David Duchovny thing was weird.
It was kind of all over the place and really didn't have a bad guy or even a conflict really until like literally the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was weird. I can't say I hated it because it did have moments and I'm like, well, that's okay.
Yeah, definitely the pacing was a problem with this film. It needed to. I mean, it kind of got to an interesting place right away, but like
yeah, like
Aunt
they
Gore
got
said,
their power, like figured out their magic shit like instantly, like even really before we see them in the movie.
Yeah.
So that was different.
The dynamic between the girls, like that storyline, is not the same storyline in this. It's quite a bit different.
Without going into I might maybe go into spoilers at the end. We'll give you like a timestamp for when to click off. But so there are several scenes in the trailer that seemed weird and stupid. So I guess maybe they figured that out. But there were several scenes that were in the trailer that were not in the movie. Or, like the one scene where they say we are the weirdos, mister. Completely different scene. Like, it was in the dark this time, not in the daylight with a completely different character talking to the... I don't know. I don't know what they did to this movie. It was a hot mess. That could have been really good. The actresses were great. I don't know what happened. I will say, without like spoiling it, we do get to see one of the characters from the original, probably your favorite.
Yeah, you get to see them
for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, spoiler, they're not in the movie really.
It's another one of those remakes, sequels, whatever the hell you want to call it, that we're like completely gonna forget about in a year.
It's a Blumhouse remake movie. What do you expect? It's pretty par for the course. Once in a while,
Blumhouse like really brings us something fun.
Yeah, but not with
it's
remakes.
Like once in like every 100.
Blumhouse doesn't make good remakes.
No, they don't.
Invisible Man was okay.
Invisible Man was really good, but it's really hard to watch. Not like when I'm gonna be like, ooh, let's pop this in.
Yeah. So the Craft Legacy, Craft 2, whatever.
I would probably
wait till it's free.
Suggest waiting.
Wait till it's on a
streaming. $20.
No. Voodoo's got a deal where you can buy the original and the new one for $30 total, and that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna rent it anyway,
then at least you get to
$20.
own the craft that's good. Ish. But do you want to do spoilers now?
Okay. Spoilers, this movie's a waste of time.
Oh wait, before that, I do want to say, like, the one thing I did like was the diversity in the cast.
Yes.
And they even had a male bi or pan character,
Yes.
which we don't see much representation of, so that was nice. But that's about all they did, right?
Okay, spoilers. So stop watching now if you don't want this movie to be spoiled. Okay.
I don't know what you're gonna have that's gonna be much of a spoiler, though.
So, yes, there's good, I like the representation of the bisexual character. But then they, like, kill him off immediately after he says he's bi. He's like, hi, I'm bi. And then he's dead.
And then also, like, suicide warning. I mean, like, they don't show it, but it is talked about, so.
Yep.
Just warning. Especially right now.
So, other spoilers. David Duchovny's, like, the bad guy. And there's, like, some weird fraternity kind of cult thing going on. And
But we learned nothing about that
No.
until, again, the last 15 minutes. I mean, they kind of hint that he's, like, kind of weird and stuff, but, like, we literally see him in the movie for, like, 5 minutes total, if that.
Yeah. It was an odd movie, and David Duchovny was the bad guy at the end. Woohoo. Surprise.
Yeah.
And just kind of out of the blue. I mean, it's kind of a dick little movie, but then it's
But,
just...
like, not enough to warrant.
Haha, I'm like some dude that knows your magic and wants to steal your powers. Haha.
And I guess since we're on spoilers, the whole connection to the original is that the main girl is the daughter of
Bruisebalk's character in the original.
Nancy, right? Is that her name?
I don't know. It's Bruisebalk's character in the original.
I think it's Nancy.
The goth girl. I don't remember her name for sure. But anyways, yeah, she shows up at the end of the movie for, like, just the scene, like, the daughter goes in and she's like, hey, I'm, like, your daughter. And Bruisebalk's like... And then credits.
I mean, I was glad to see her on the big screen, on the screen at all.
Yes.
But really, guys?
Yeah.
Really? And also, okay, in the trailer, at least they cut this part out. In the trailer, she opens the book and a Polaroid falls out, and it's totally just a screenshot of Bruisebalk's character in the original movie, like from the movie.
And that would have been impossible because nobody in that scene was taking Polaroid photos.
Like in that scene, like it's even the scene I think when she's like killing the boyfriend or whatever. But like, at least they took that out, I guess. But there was so much in the trailer that was misleading and like also not in it. And I think they kind of in the trailer implied like that the brother, like the stepbrothers, or well, not stepbrother because I don't think they were married yet, but the brothers of or the sons of
David
Duchovny's character were supposed to be maybe like really bad in this and like torture her or just like, you know, be mean to her, but like I don't even remember them doing anything.
No, they were just kind of there. This was just, the movie was all over the place. It was a mess. Which is unfortunate because I feel like they had something there that they could have worked with.
They had a decent cast, I felt like.
Yeah. It's too bad. Too many ideas in one movie that felt like they were all shoved together.
It was just a cash grab, it felt like, to the production company.
Yep. Which happens a lot with Blumhouse movies.
We
Especially the remakes.
expected that going in, though, so.
With Blumhouse, you have to watch like 5 turds to get a golden nugget.
At least 5.
So,
honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, well, what Blumhouse movies did I really, really like? And about all I can say is Happy Death Day 1 and 2. I can't even think of anything else right now.
I'm sure if I looked up,
yeah, if I looked up, I'd be like, oh yeah.
This is Blumhouse. But yes, Blumhouse is like
sometimes they give us like B movies that are like at least okay, that was fun.
Fantasy Island was at least fun to watch. It was ridiculously stupid, but it was fun to watch. Most of them aren't. Truth or Dare was not.
I don't know if that's in a video coming up or one that we've already posted. But holy shit. There's like another Truth or Dare that's on Netflix that's like 10 times better, but that's not really saying much.
Yes. It's marginally better, it's more watchable than the Truth or Dare Blumhouse movie, and it's kind of the same concept.
Yeah, they totally just like copied that movie and then took out all the good things. But anyways, I guess that's all we have to say for this one. I'm sure there'll be other new releases coming up that are streaming.
There's going to be a new Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, we're going to watch that for sure.
Freaky Friday-esque killer movie. It looks a lot of people say Freaky Friday, but to me it really makes me think of that Rod Schneider, the hot chick.
Oh yeah.
It really makes me think of that movie.
Yeah.
Because even the person that she changed places with was like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't a serial killer, but I mean, he was a piece of shit. So it's like, Blumhouse like takes, they take these ideas, they find these like normal other ideas, and they're like, what if it was a horror movie? What if we took
I mean, I don't hate that.
And made it into garbage?
If it works, yeah.
That's the thing is, they need better writers or something.
Yeah.
You want.
Well, I think the problem is they just take movies that are already made or like almost done, and they're like, here, let's slap our name on it and get the money from it.
And sometimes they have a hit. Most times they don't. Anyways, the Crap 2 Legacy. Skip it. Wait till it's streaming somewhere. Don't spend a lot of money on this one.
And be prepared to be thoroughly
disappointed.
Yeah, bored.
Oh, I didn't think it was that boring.
Yeah, it wasn't too boring. Okay, like about halfway through, I'm like, okay, that was kind of interesting and fun. Okay, now.
And then it really falls apart towards the
going?
end. Yeah. Yeah, the last half of this movie really was bad. But probably like a C for me.
Yeah.
Basic teen horror. Had some interesting ideas. Wasn't the worst acted film I've ever seen. The story was okay. The writing was really bad. And the plot was all over the place.
The plot was basically non-existent.
Yeah, it was a weird movie. The first half felt like a CW show.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Like
hey,
it was like
witches.
the first episode.
There's like
The Craft.
It's like the. Have they already done that? I know they were gonna revamp.
They revamped the.
What was that show?
Shit. What is
with
that?
Witches. Charmed.
That's what it is.
Kind of, yeah. The first, like the reboot of Charmed. You know how they're doing that, or did that? I don't know.
They did, yeah.
And I felt like the first half of this movie was kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was like a high school witch show. Really doesn't have anything to do with the original plot-wise. I mean, except that it's the 4 witches, but none of the witches are bad, so there's no conflict between the friends, except for like the main girl kind of fucks up.
Like for a quick second, like she really did anything. It wasn't like she was going.
Yeah, and then the other people totally overreacted.
It was so weird.
It was strange. Yeah. Skip it. Watch it free when it's on Shudder and Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah.
And join us next time. Bye-bye.